Hello, everybody. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. It's our annual Christmas party. I don't know what kind of a Christmas party it's going to be this year. I couldn't even post to my community tab. I don't know what's going on with my YouTube. It's totally messed up. I don't know. Something's not connected properly, but every time I tried to post or anything, it wouldn't let me post. And yet it lets me do lives, right? But it won't let me go find my favorite subscriptions unless I actually Google who they are. Yeah, it's a mess. My channel is a bit of a mess. I don't know what's going on there, but I'll get it figured out. My nephew will pop over or something and he'll figure it out for me. But welcome, welcome, welcome. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. If you want to pop in, jump into the comments. Andrew should be here soon. He's not missed one of my Christmas gatherings in the whole time I've been with YouTube, right? He's one of my top moderators here, just the sweetest guy. And it takes a few minutes for the notifications to come out or to go out. But if you want to pop in, say hi, let me know where you're from, right? And how your Christmas is going, how your Christmas Eve is going. You know, it's been a doozy of a year, hasn't it been a doozy of a year this year? And yet here we are sitting at Christmas, and it doesn't feel any less special than it ever did, right? It feels like a really quite a special day. I'm a little bit spinny today. Oh, Kathy's here. Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas Eve, Kathy. Happy Christmas Eve. I went off my diet today. I was on day number 35. No sugar. But this is not a year to totally, cut yourself off from all the things that you enjoy. When you're having a tough year, right? I think it's important that you balance it out with some of the things you love. And unfortunately, some of the things I love have an awful lot of sugar in them. I've been eating mincemeat tarts today. I've got my Quality Streets. It looks like Quality Street has a new chocolate in their tins this year. They have a new, right? I couldn't say no. I couldn't say no to Christmas when it comes to food. I had to have my mincemeat tarts. And one of my sister bought me a box of Quality Street chocolate. So I pulled out these interesting ones. I don't know if they're like pineapple cream or something inside of them, right? They're just little, I've never seen these ones in the tins before. These are usually my favorite ones in the box of Quality Streets. In our family, everybody gets Quality Streets at Christmas. Somebody designates somebody. Everybody gets a tin. Everybody gets a tin. So it's just a matter of figuring out who didn't get the tin. And this year, the tin came from my sister Alice this year. But these are usually my favorite chocolates out of the tin. They're the orange creams. They're like a really creamy nougat inside, but they're orange flavor, right? And then covered in milk chocolate. And then my second favorite are, whoopsie, I'll grab it later. You know I'm going to grab it. I'm not going to lose that chocolate. It's like my last little cherry one. And then I have these strawberry, or is it cherry creams. And they're the same as the orange one, right? Creamy nougat, except that they're cherry inside. They're delicious. They're delicious, right? And then I've got these two new ones here. And then I put the lid on the chocolates. Because no question, I will eat that whole tin of chocolates all by myself. I love Quality Street. Oh, you like the orange one also? You like Quality Streets? I love it. Like I said, in my family, everybody loves Quality Streets. And they were a Christmas tradition. What were some of your Christmas traditions? I'd love to know, right? We had a few Christmas Eve. us kids, right? Because mom and dad always wanted to do their own thing, right? We always went out and we did Christmas caroling. I usually hid behind a bush or behind a fence, and then my sisters would go and knock on the doors. And then if the person said yes, they would like to hear a Christmas carol, I would come running out of the bushes, full force, singing like I was the star, right? I just couldn't handle people yelling at me. I couldn't. People yelled at me all the time, like all the time. And I would just cower. I just didn't like to be yelled at, right? And it, in the end, it didn't even bother me, but well, it did bother me. It was the intent. It was when the anger, right? When that angry meanness was put in to that, get the hell away from my door, like that one. Oh man, I'd burst into my tears and I would run home for sure, right? Oh, Purdy's. Okay, isn't Purdy's from Purdy's is a Manitoba chocolate company, isn't it? I think Purdy's is made here, if I'm thinking correctly. We have a famous chocolate factory here that we ship chocolates all over the world. And I'm trying to think what it is. And I was thinking maybe it might have been Purdy's. Oh, it's Vancouver. Okay. Yeah, we have a chocolate company here too, and now it's making me curious. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google it and see if you know the company or if you've ever heard of these companies, right? Winnipeg Chocolates. And see what comes up. The name should come up right away. Oh, gee, Morden's. Morden's chocolate is made here. Have you ever heard of Morden's? Yeah, it's Morden's and they do all kinds of candy, but they're famous. They're famous at Christmas time for their chocolates, right? I like Morden's chocolates. They're awfully expensive though, but I do like Morden chocolates, and they put a lot of love into them Morden's, M-O-R-D with a D. Yeah. And yeah, so it isn't the one you said, the Purdy's. But yeah, so as it comes to chocolates, yeah, with us, usually the quality streets, and I do like the peppermint patties, right? Only because it's an emotional attachment, because they were such a cheap little box of chocolates. My mom always managed to get a box into each of our Christmas stockings, right? So I became kind of attached to the peppermint patties. I like the peppermint patties, right? And yeah, what other kind of traditions do we have? We have all kinds. Oh, do you? Oh, wonderful. Yeah, just check into them. Morden's Chocolates, Mordons, right? But yeah, check into their chocolates and let me know how you like them. Yeah, because they ship all over the world too. Yeah, I love the peppermint patties. And like the Yukon, have you tried those peppermint Yukon bars? Like the ice cream bars that they have? The Yukons? Who makes them? Chapman's. They're a Canadian ice cream company. I think they're out of the Maritimes somewheres, I think. Right? Chapman's? Yeah, I love their ice cream. They make really good. Their strawberry ice cream. I've had better strawberry ice cream, but all their other ice creams are absolutely delicious. Right? Yeah, awesome. Awesome. I don't know where everybody is tonight. I wonder if Andrew had to work tonight. Usually he gives me an email if he's had to work. I'm not too sure whether or not. Let me just do a quick check here, my email, just to see if Andrew sent me an email, because he usually will send me a quick email if he thinks he might be late here. And no, he didn't. So I'm sure he'll be here. I'm sure he'll be here soon. Oh, Ontario. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, so I actually had a McDonald's coffee, but I guzzled it down tonight. But when I ask, when I ask for two sweetener in my coffee at McDonald's, they use a machine and they just hit the button twice. And when I get my coffee, it always tastes like all I've got in there is two creams. So I've gotten into the habit lately of just asking for my sweetener on the side for my coffee, right? And it's been working out just perfect. But today when I ordered my coffee, they gave me a tray with my coffee and the two sugar twin and the two cream without putting it in my cup. Plus they put cream in my coffee, so I didn't need it. But I brought it home and I put the cream in this coffee, so I've got real cream in my coffee tonight. So it's a really nice cup of coffee. Really good. You should see my stocking, Kathy. It's absolutely just huge. My sisters came over and it was just like a little dance, right? I got off of work. I stopped off at McDonald's. I grabbed my coffee. I came home. I did my live show on Instagram already. I did a little bit of cleaning. I wrapped up the last of my presents. I cleaned up my desk so I could have a nice evening at my desk because I knew I would be at my desk for a few. Well, I'd be at my desk anyway because I love sitting here because I would be sitting here with my coffee and watching my lessons, right? Taking in my lessons, or I would be doing some packing or little things around the house. Do you want to see a couple of things that I got this week to sell? Remember I said I have to make $100 every week? I think I made $100 this week too. I think I made $100. I got a piece of art glass here. It's absolutely spectacular. I paid with my staff discount, 3 times 5, 15, $3.50 for this piece of art glass. It's from Italy. Isn't it spectacular? Big piece of art glass. I think I can get at least $50 for that. I think I can get about $50 for this piece of glass. So that was a good one, right? So that was a good one. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I got that. If you're in here and you want to pop in and say hi, come in and hang out in the comments. We have some really awesome moderators. Notifications are just going out now because, right, usually my viewers know that I come live on Sunday, but I wasn't able to post on my community tab this week. I messed something up on my YouTube channel. It's how it's linked to my phone, right? So it's messing up because I do everything on the computer. I do very little on the phone except check my statistics and my analytics. So I don't mind that I can't even get into my analytics on the computer. I have to do everything off of my phone. So I know it's the way it's linked up somehow, but I'll figure that out. I have a couple of days. I have Sunday and Monday off. I have to work on Boxing Day. Oh, Robert's here. Merry Christmas, Robert. Merry Christmas, Robert. I am so happy to hear from you. We were asking after you the past couple of weeks. Did you notice? Did you come in and watch those lives where I actually did a shout out to you because you said that even though if you miss a video, you'll always watch it afterwards, right? So I thought I would throw you out a shout out anyway. Oh, Melvin's here too. Hi, Melvin. Merry Christmas, everybody. Right? Merry Christmas, everybody. Welcome to our annual Christmas party. Yeah, I wasn't able to post to my community tab this week. I had a really nice thumbnail to celebrate, to let everybody know we were going live today, right? But, oh, Andrew too. Andrew's in here too. Everybody coming on board all at once now, eh? Everybody coming on board all at once. So I was going to say I wanted to show everybody what I got because I want to try and pick up things at work that will make me $100 every week and that I can put away for auction, right? And I think I did it again and made $100 again this week. One of the items I picked up for $3.50 was this beautiful piece of Italian art glass, right? In perfect shape. It really has kind of a retro look to it, doesn't it? Yeah, so I picked that up and I'll sell that. I'll probably put a buy it now for, I have to check the price, probably $60. I'll put it buy it now for $60. Otherwise, I'll just let it go to auction. I got this great big huge jug. I'm sure I can get at least 30. That's actually a firing flaw, and it's not flawed, right? Because there's no hole or anything. It's just a firing flaw there. But I got this mug too, or pitcher, and I think I could probably get $30 for this. This is a pretty magnificent piece. This is a pretty magnificent piece, if I don't say so myself. And then I got a little companion. It's the same kind, right? All this stuff it's all very collectible. And then I got this little one too, right? Just as a little bonus. I might get $25 for him. I might get 30. I never know. It's a signed piece. But yeah, I got a few things like this. I got a few more of this style about this size, and then I got some of the same kind of saltware in the or stoneware in the bowls, right? In the bowls. So yeah, and this one here is I think a little bit older than this one here. This one might be a little bit better quality. This one might be a little bit better quality, even with the firing flaw. But it's not a signed piece. This piece, unless it could be signed on the front somewhere, right? It could be signed on the front somewhere, but when I did a quick look at it, I didn't see it. But I figure I could get $30 or $40 for this one too, right? So again, I did $100 this week, and that will get packed away, right? How easy. In the past 2 weeks, I made $200 towards the car. If I can do that every single week, $100 every week to a car by the end, and then save $1,000 on top of it, right? With the income tax return, right? Put some money away. And if I get a really, really cheap apartment, right? My benefits came in, everybody. So I have a little bit of money in the bank, right? So I'm very, very grateful. Things are falling into place for me. I still haven't got a place, but that will be my plan for Sunday and Monday. So I'm going to set up some appointments. I'll set up some appointments for, Nancy just emailed me here. Let me read you what Nancy is saying. Nancy Jones, I am out having Christmas fun, heading home soon. Tell everyone hi for me, and please tell Andrew thank you for me. And he will, I don't know what the rest of it. Oh, here, I'll just pull up the message. I'll just pull up the whole message. Nancy. Okay, so because it looks like it's a little bit of a message. Oh, she sent me pictures, everybody. I am out having Christmas fun, heading home soon. Tell everyone hi for me, and please tell Andrew thank you for me, and he will know why. And Andrew, come on now. Right? Very kind. I can imagine what you guys were up to. So yes, that message was for you, Andrew. So she's heading home now. So she's not here now, but she might pop in a little bit later, and she might come in and watch the live afterwards when she gets home. But yeah, she managed to get outside today and have a nice day. So how is everybody doing out there today? How is everybody doing? I haven't seen Robert for a couple of weeks. We haven't seen Robert in there. I hope Robert's doing good. I hope Kathy's doing amazing. We haven't had a chance to do much chit-chatting. I was going to email you and stuff. I'll message Nancy later on tonight if she doesn't, able to get in for the next 5 or 10 minutes just to say hi or something. But yeah. I was really, really worried. I was really worried for Nancy, right? I wanted to email her before I did my live today, But I know Nancy. I know that she would make a huge effort to come in on Christmas Eve, even though it would make her feel really, really bad, right? She would probably feel very bad about it because she didn't have anything. And she, again, year after year, to be alone at Christmas, year after year. Some of us, it doesn't bother, right? But some of us, it does bother a great deal, especially when you may be used to it, or you may have never experienced the beauty of Christmas that way, right? So I can understand how it would be disheartening for some people. But I said to myself that if she wasn't able to come into the live tonight, that I was going to email her tonight, message her tonight, and have a little conversation with her just to see how she's doing. But I was very pleased. I saw her post earlier today. She was posting, and I saw that she was out and about and enjoying her Christmas day. And let me just show you the picture that she sent me and see if I can get that up. Here you go, everybody. If I can get this. There she is, sitting in her wheelchair, and she's with, who's that guy? Who's that purple guy? I don't know. Yeah, and it's all backwards. It says, yeah, I am out having fun, heading home soon. Tell everyone hi for me, and please tell Andrew thank you for me. He will know why. And I am just getting my meal ready. We'll be eating soon, watching. Oh, okay, that was her at Thanksgiving. Yeah, so that was nice. That was nice that Nancy was having a nice Christmas Eve, right? We knew she was. It's a moment, right? When, like last week, she was having a moment, and I was touched up. I came off of my live and I thought about it, and then the next day I gave it a thought, right? Because this is bad. This is not good when people can't bear to, like, life is so bad and it's so heavy that they can't bear to share or be able to be enthusiastic or happy when other people are feeling these happinesses in their life, right? And I was actually in my Instagram live today. I was talking a little bit about that, because as I move forward and as my brand grows, grows, I would suspect that, financially the abundance would be a little bit better, right? I'll be able to get back on my feet, and work toward it, because that's what I'm working towards, right? But how do I show everybody what I've done without showing people what I can do, because I've worked so hard at it, right? Because when I do hit it, when I do hit it big, because I will, I'm convinced of it, right? I don't know how it's going to come, but at the moment it comes, I am back on the road. And right. And we are going to blow up Cindy's Prairie Dodgers, right? We're going to blow up Cindy's Prairie Dodgers, and then Cindy's going to get in her car, and she might start a new brand altogether, and just do her exploring and just do her mindset and her mindfulness. Can you imagine me going to the Grand Canyon? What kind of videos I would be able to do, how inspiring and how magnificent that would be, how motivating that would be for people to see my success. So I gave it some thought, right, with Nancy, because I must. If Nancy's one of the strongest women I know, right, and she's had some tough stuff go wrong for her in the past few years, but things move forward, and I think as I succeed, I'm gonna want to show what do you call that? Reaping the value, reaping the treasure, reaping the reward, right? I'll want to show that so that other people can be encouraged that it actually does happen, right? That it does happen. So I don't ever want people to feel bad because I do that. And it's not like I do that to make people feel bad or to smudge success in their faces or anything. I don't. I just want to show people what is possible if you work hard, and that's my only intent, right? That's my only intent, because when I get successful, I do want that great vehicle. I want all that great camping gear. I want to go on the circuit and go to seminars and workshops, and right, I want to go to these things and meet these thought leaders. And that means traveling, and traveling costs money, right? And right, I want to do all these things, but at the same time, it represents success. So, I want people to be happy for me. Not right now. It's not happening right now. But when it does, I want people to be happy for me and not to be sad, not to be sad. And in saying that, it's that time, people. You know what time it is. It's opening up the stocking time, right? It's time for us to open up the stocking. We're going to chit chat and stuff as I'm opening up the stocking. But this is what I do every Christmas Eve for the past 5 years, eh? How many years have you been doing the Christmas Eve parties, guys? Right? I know Andrew's been with me for years and years at the Christmas party, but I do this every year, every Christmas Eve. I'm by myself, right? And what would I be doing? I would be watching videos online. I would be piddling around house cleaning and packing and stressing myself out. Why not spend one evening just with my friends, just with my followers, just with other people out there who might also be spending Christmas on their own, right? Spending Christmas by themselves this year. Just wouldn't it be nice just to have some place to hang out and just chit chat on what's going on and what we hope for the new year, what we're wishing for the whole year coming up, right? We're all going to have our vaccines really soon, and next summer is going to be absolutely amazing. I've got icing sugar on my sweater. That's what this white stuff on my sweater is, because I was eating mincemeat tarts, right? And I'm sure there's some sugar. Well, maybe not. Yeah. But yes, my sisters came over today, and it was only 5 minutes. Unload the car with the baking and the presents and the stocking stuff, and then do the stocking present exchanges with my sisters, and then give my other sister her stocking, and then also a big bag of presents for my other sister that she was going to drop off at her house on her way home. So it worked out fine. It worked out absolutely fine for Christmas. And the only difference is my sister doesn't have to go through all that work tomorrow, because my sister is a manic mess on Christmas Day. It's her thing. Christmas Day is hers. And it's a maniac house. Like, all the family go there. And it was a different situation, a little bit more difficult this year, because one of my nieces wants to do the Christmas tradition on her own this year. There are no smokers. She doesn't want smokers around her family in any way. And perfectly understandable, right? Half my family smokes, the other half doesn't smoke. Half my family drinks, the other half doesn't drink, right? So let me have a sip. I got a Diet Pepsi today. It's Pop Day. I bought a case, right? I was just going to buy a can of pop, and it was still going to be $1.89. And for $2 more, I could get 11 more of these. So I just bought the whole case of pop. They'll come in handy dandy. And there are days where I just want something really, really cold. And I'll put a few of these in the fridge, and that'll be perfect for me, right? And I'm sure pop doesn't go bad, right? So I'm sure it'll be good for 6 months. But you guys, oh my God, it's so heavy. This is my Christmas stocking from my sister this year. Look at it. We're going to open all that tonight. I hope there's no embarrassing stuff. I'm sure there is. Usually it's women's stuff. It's shampoo and toothpaste and toothbrushes and stuff. I always get a new toothbrush. I usually go through 3 toothbrushes a year. I don't know what the norm is. How many times do people change their toothbrushes? I think I change my toothbrush every 4 months. Yeah, I would say I change my toothbrush every 4 months. How often do you guys change your toothbrushes? Yeah, be interested to know. Maybe you don't have to change your toothbrush, but you would think because it goes in your mouth that they actually go bad after a while, right? Oh, 3 months. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm on the right track then. Okay. Oh, I hope you get some presents tomorrow too, Robert. Did you buy your family presents at all? I know it's a kind of a strained relationship, but did you do anything for them at all or it's just one of those relationships? Yeah. Oh, playing solitaire. I haven't played solitaire for years. I know that there's a solitaire game on my computer somewhere, but yeah, I don't have I'd much rather learn something. But you're that way too, Andrew. Like you're very learned, learned, right? You're very learned. So yeah, and with me, what I do for time wasting is probably my metal detecting videos. I like my metal detecting videos. Is anybody out there watching Curiosity Incorporated right now? It is so good. He bought another hoarder house and it was full of designer clothing. He all Chanel. He sold the rights to the clothing to some guy for $10,000, and this guy's got hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars of clothing. And but the guy whose channel it is, he found a solid gold silver bar, tons of gold jewelry and rings. Have you been watching that, Robert? Have you been watching that hoarder? Yeah, he bought a new hoarder house. Yeah, the silver bars. Wasn't that cool? Wasn't that cool? And all those silver coins. And then he found out that half the silver coins were fake. So the lady who bought the silver coins got ripped off because half of the silver coins were just steel. And then they were covered in a little bit of plated silver and they were replicas of old coins. And he could pick them up with the magnet and everything. So the lady who was saving all those coins, she actually got ripped off quite a bit. Half the coins, most of the coins were good, but he found a big container like this full of coins and they were all of them were fake, right? Okay, people, let's open up some presents. Let's open up some presents. Let's open up this one first. Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope everybody has a little bit of celebration. I know it's a little bit of a screwy year, right? I'm spending Christmas Day by myself too. Lots of us in this world are. Here in Manitoba, oh, excuse me. That's the pop. Here in Manitoba, I'm just going to turn this down. Here in Manitoba, they have made it a law that anybody who lives on their own is allowed to have a visitor, right? Otherwise, we are in lockdown. There are no family gatherings allowed this year. But we've gotten the cases under 100 under 100 cases a day. Thank goodness, because we were at over 600 cases a day there for a while. And yeah, the mayor, he locked us down. And because it was confinement, obviously you're confining people with the flu. So for the first little while, the numbers would spike, but now they're plateauing. So now they're under 100. So maybe in another week or so, we'll be able to open up the businesses again. Wouldn't that be a great way to start the new year? It's not quite yet, but hopefully, right? Right. Thank you, everybody, for following me on my channel all these years. Thank you for all your kindnesses, to me, all your thoughtfulnesses, right? Did you see? I got Kathy's card up there, too. Oh, no, I didn't. Where did I put Kathy's card? I had your card here. Did I put it over here? I wrote something on the back of it. That's what I did. I needed a piece of paper. I needed a piece of paper, and it was sitting on my desk, and I meant to put it up there. I don't know what it is. Oh, what do we got here? Look at that. It's Dove Intensive Cream. I might be able to use that. I don't normally put cream on my face at all, but I'm going to assume this is face care. Really quite lovely. Nice. I like that, right? I like that. What do we got here? I hope there's no embarrassing stuff. Oh, look at that. Razors for shaving my legs, right? I use shavers every day, but I have hairs that come out on my chin and I shave those off, but I don't use these kind of razors, but these are good. I shave my legs usually for Christmas every year, and then I shave them in the summertime. So I usually only shave my legs twice a year. This year, I'm only going to shave my legs once, right? When it's time to get into the shorts, then I'll be using these. I empty my little garbage pail here, but this is going to be a lot of wrapping paper that we have here. I'm really good at guessing. Do you want to see how good I'm guessing? Because I would have guessed that. I'm going to guess that this is a tube of toothpaste. This is a good game. I'm really good at this. A tube of toothpaste, and I am correct. Crest toothpaste. I am definitely, Robert. No question. Oh, 5 people for Christmas. Right? And Owen will celebrate Christmas with his mom. I'll be celebrating Christmas on my own. And Andrew will be playing solitaire. So that's pretty good. I need a stack. I need a shelf for my stocking stuff. I needed one present for my nephew. So I got something else. I got more than $100 this week because I bought my nephew a pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses for $1.50, but I was cleaning them yesterday. Ray-Bans for $1.50. And these are worth, I could sell these for like $100 easily on eBay because they're Ray-Bans. But when I was cleaning them, I put them on for a moment just to see that I got all the smudges off. And I could tell they were prescription sunglasses. So I couldn't give them to my nephew. So I picked my nephew up something else. I picked him up this watch, right? And is brand new with the case on it. Really lovely. Oops. Really lovely. Quite a lovely watch, right? And then I brought it home. And then I thought, okay, well, Cindy, research it, right? Research it. And then I researched it, and it turned out it's a ladies' watch, not a men's watch. So I got my nephew some chocolate, and I got him a Tim Hortons gift card instead. And I will sell that watch because that watch is worth $150 brand new. And guess what? I paid $5 for it. And that watch is brand new. So, yeah. So maybe, just maybe, because I'm going to do a buy it now because the other people are asking for $159 to the watch at brand new. But I'm going to sell mine brand new. But I'm going to put it buy it now, $60. And so that it'll get picked up right away. Right? It's a Greta Krizia. It says Krizia watch, right? Yeah, so that was pretty good. I got it for $5 brand new. So I forgot I had that one too. So yeah, I got the Italian art glass. I got that watch. And I got these 2 jugs, right? And that's my $100 profit for selling on eBay. I paid For this jug here, I paid $2 for this jug. This jug, I'll get at least, I'll get $40 or $50 for this jug for sure. This one here, I'll get $20 or $25 for this jug. And I paid 75 cents for it. I paid 75 cents for it. I paid $3.50 for the Italian art glass, right? The Italian art glass, I paid $3.50, and I'll get $50 or $60 for that art glass too. I'll put it as a buy it now so that it will for sure sell, right? So and that all happened because of these Ray-Bans. And my nephew got his present anyway, so it absolutely worked out good. So that's 2 weeks in a row, people. 2 weeks in a row that I made my $100 towards my car. Plus, I probably had $500 put away in other stuff that I bought. So that's $7. And if I have to sell this picture, I'll sell the picture, but I'm really trying to keep it. I would really like to. This is like Nancy's train set. I love this picture. I really love this picture. I really love the Inuit art. I would like to keep it, right? But remember all those other things that I got. The little dog that's worth $100. I got a whole bunch of jewelry, silver jewelry. I got dishes galore, pottery. I got all kinds of neat things. I am going to get my car. I am going to get my car. I'm going to try. I'm going to try really hard. It goes perfect for my wall. And it goes with the theme of my studio, right? Even right now, it's not. I decided I'm going to do this orange, Andrew. What do you think? A tangerine orange. I was thinking of doing this shelf. Or maybe what I could do is I could do the back panels orange and the inside panels a dark gray. What do you think? I would like to know. I would like to incorporate the orange into my theme, right? Don't you think it would pop nice in my studio to have that orange? It goes nice. It goes nice with the blue too. Doesn't it go nice with the blue? I'm holding up my chocolate so you can see the orange, right? I am going to get my car. No question, Owen. No question. I'm well on my way to getting it. Okay, everybody. Let's open up another present. What do we got here? I'm supposed to guess. This is an easy one for me, and this is one of my favorites. I don't know. Ouch. I opened it up with my nails, and all my nails bent backwards. I don't know how many of you actually use these, but this is an amazing, amazing product. I really love this product. This is the Airwick sprays, and you have the little canisters, and they run on batteries, and every half an hour, it gives a squirt, right? And this one here, I'm not sure. This is the Breeze, right? I usually buy the one, the nil order, and that's the one that kills like the cat litter and all the cooking smells and stuff. Keeps your house smelling really good. I use these all the time. Nancy, you made it. I showed everybody your picture, and I read everybody your message about what you were saying, Nancy. I'm glad you made it to the party, Nancy. You're celebrating Christmas, Nancy. You never thought you were going to have Christmas. It looked like you were having the most amazing Christmas day. Were you just out by yourself? Were you just out and about by yourself, or were you out with friends? Yeah, that was pretty cool. I really like that. Was that a mall that you were at? Yeah, I wanted to know where that picture was. Okay, let's look at this. I know this is a fruitcake. I know this is a fruitcake. I just know it. My sister gets me a fruit. Oh, okay. Well, Merry Christmas, Nancy. Merry Christmas. I love you. Thank you so much for coming. I know it's hard, right, at Christmas time, but you know what? We love you, and you're meant to be with us at Christmas. You're meant to be with us at Christmas, right? I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy you made it. See, I was right. It was a fruitcake. Ah, right. I'm only off my diet for 24 hours, right? And I'm making turkey for dinner tomorrow night. My sister gave me her husband's work turkey. At his work, they give all the employees a turkey. And my sister gives me the turkey every year because she knows I cook it up and I portion it into bags, sandwich bags, and freeze it. But I'm moving next week. I have no idea where I'm moving. Did I tell everybody I got my benefits? Did I tell everybody the good news that I got my benefits this week? I got my benefits, everybody. I've got a little bit of money in the bank account so I can get stuff done. I'm just so grateful for my little bit of abundance there that helps me move along and takes that stress off of me, that even though it's kind of short notice, that I'll be able to swing something. You guys watch. I'm going to land perfectly on my feet. I'm going to land absolutely perfectly on my feet. And I am 100% confident in that. I have no qualms. I'm not even scared anymore. I'm not even scared. If anything, I'm just kind of fed up with the whole situation. I'm going to get myself out of this hole that I dug myself out of. And I'm never going to allow myself to get that bad off again, ever, ever. That was a terrible situation to be in. Okay. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I got one here. I don't know what it is. You guys, I got one here. I don't know what it is. Oh, I think I know what it is. It's wipes. I think it's wipes. I'm so good at this game. Like, I'm so good at this game. If I'm wrong, it's a plastic container. It's got a screw lid. I think it's plastic wipes. Let's see. Let's see if I'm correct. I like this game. Ha ha ha. I am so good at this game, you guys. Look at that. My sister thinks she's going to get me this year, but I'm going to tell you. Let's see if I can guess 100% of these. I'm really good at this. I really, like, it drives my sister crazy, right? When she's with me and I do this because I know everything. Like, well, I don't know everything, but I have good hunch. I think this is bars of soap. I think this is bars of soap. Pretty good, hey? I'm just stacking all my stuff right here. I'll put it away. I'll put it away later. Let's see if Cindy's right. I could be wrong. I shouldn't be so fast, because if I'm fast, then I could make a mistake. But probably not. Dove soap. Bars of soap. Look at that. I need good soap. I love Dove is when it comes to soap, I like goat milk soap is my favorite. It's really good for my skin. It makes my skin feel really good. It makes my skin feel like it's nourished, and it cleans really well. Sometimes goat soap can be a few cents more expensive, but if I can't have the goat soap, I can only use the Dove. I love the smell of the Johnson's baby soap. I really do. And I have to admit that I buy a bar of the baby soap every once in a while, because who doesn't like to feel like a baby, right? You know, my big flannel nightgown, all with having a nice bath with the baby soap, and then get out and put some of that baby powder all over you, and then put on a nice fresh pair of flannel nightgowns, right? Love it. Love it. And then eating Quality Streets. Everybody, Quality Street has a new chocolate in their tin. I've never seen this one before. It's a new one. So I've got I got 5 chocolates here. One of them fell on the other side of the floor, and I'll make sure that I pick those up. But I'll eat those before I go to bed, because I don't think I want to do any more chocolate after tonight, because my legs were shaking when I was doing my live on Instagram tonight. My legs were just gyrating just like this. They were just shaking like I was nervous or something, right? But I knew it was the sugar. Okay, no question. This is Tresemme shampoo or Tresemme conditioner. I probably have the other one in the bag too. Tresemme shampoo. Tresemme shampoo. I need this stuff. Like all my toiletries. I don't have any toiletries, right? I don't have any nice toiletries because I've been just trying to budget, right? And just buy things as cheap as I can, right? And when I do need shampoo, I'm not buying good shampoo. I'm going to the dollar store and I'm getting something really cheap and yucky for my hair, right? And my poor hair, I never even washed it. I never washed it today. I never washed my hair yesterday, like 2 days, and now it's just frizz. It's frizz, and it doesn't feel good, right? Aw, Andrew, you're just an absolute sweetie. Really? Johnson's baby soap? You've never go to the drugstore and get a bar. It's the bar soap. You know how babies smell, how beautiful babies smell? That's the baby soap. Yeah, get yourself a bar of the baby soap and you'll smell really, really, really good. It's a really cozy, cozy feeling. It gives you a feeling using that soap. It gives you a feeling. Oh, perfect. Andrew, I think you adopted Nancy. Your family now. And look was I correct? I got the conditioner, the good conditioner too. So I got shampoo and conditioner. I'm so good at this game. This isn't going to be very good because things are going to be all over the place. I know what these are, but I don't know what kind they are. I'm going to say calcium, magnesium, maybe D3. I hope it's not D3 because I've got 3 jars of D3 and 2 of them are not opened. So let's see what kind of vitamins I got this year. Okay. Vitamin C and vitamin D3. This is what, if you live in Manitoba, this is the combination of vitamins that you're supposed to take, right? Because while D3 you don't need, well, you need a lot of it. 80% of the population doesn't get enough vitamin D3. It comes from dairy products on the norm. They add it to the dairy products. Normally you have to take it orally, or you get it from the sun, right? You get it from the sun. And I was thinking maybe I was going to cut back because I happened onto an article that happened onto my plate, came across my table probably about a month ago, and it was about a disease, a very rare disease, but it's not known very much. But I have one of its major symptoms, and that is the turned in baby finger. See, that turns in. See how my finger is totally straight, but see how my baby finger turns in on both hands? That is a sign of, well, it's a good prayer sign, but what it is, it's a signature symptom of an illness called Williams disease. I don't know if anybody out there has heard of Williams disease, but they say if you have Williams disease, you shouldn't take D3. For whatever reason, there's a reason, but you shouldn't take D3. Now, I have broken my baby finger numerous times, I think, but I don't consider it broken fingers because you never get casts or anything. It's just like, oh, my finger hurts, and right, you figure that it's broken, right? It's when your hair catches on fire, right? When I was working at the bar, I was engaged and I was getting married like just in just a few days, and I was at work and I was working. And one of the ladies who was in love with my husband actually took her cigarette and she put a big V with her cigarette in the back of my hair. So I had a big V cut out of my hair, like burnt. It all fell out. It all fell out. All the hair, it all fell out, right? I could smell it burning. So I knew it was her. I knew it was her, right? And I didn't know what to do because I was getting married in a couple of days and she had taken all my hair off my head, right? All I had was these two pieces that kind of hung off the side. So I talked to the lady who was doing my hair and she said, just leave those two pieces, cut your hair after you get married. I can work with that. And she did my hair and she did a beautiful job. You would never have known that my hair was messed up. But yeah, my hair was truly, truly messed up. But I was correct on my vitamins too, right? I was correct on my vitamins, but I'm not taking D3 right now. But I am taking the vitamin C, no question. Oh boy, she might have got me. My sister. She got me. I'm going to have to come back to this because I can't be wrong. My sister got me. What is this? What is that? I have no idea what it is. Unless it's one of those chocolates with the lettering. Should I just take a wild guess to see if I'm right? You know those little chocolate bars that you can buy, you know, and they're shaped like a letter, like a C or something? I don't think that's what it is. But it's my closest guess. It's my closest guess. It's a chocolate letter. It's not a chocolate letter. What is it? It's a gift card. She's sneaky. My sister is very, very sneaky because she knew I was going to guess everything. She had me on that one. I'm having a bit of a Charlie horse under the table here. Let me have. Yeah, I get some wicked Charlie horses, people. If I disappear for a moment and all you hear is screams, I'm going to stand up for a minute. I'm going to just stand up for a minute and just walk it out, right? Just walk out my Charlie horse. Okay, what kind of gift card does Cindy have? What kind of gift card? Ooh, $25. A $25 Tim Hortons gift card. That's our coffee shop here in Canada. The best coffee. If you guys are doing Starbucks coffee, stop it. Get to Tim Hortons. Nobody makes better coffee than Tim Hortons. McDonald's is making pretty good coffee here. If you're in Canada. I went to the States last year. I was down there for 3 days, and I could not find a good, decent cup of coffee anywhere. The Americans are getting served really bad coffee beans. I don't know, budget coffee beans or something. Oh, I wish one of you guys was here to take this fruit cake off of my hand. Who out there likes fruit cakes? Yeah, I know in the States it's Starbucks, but you have Dunkin' Donuts too, right? That's a coffee shop, isn't it? Dunkin' Donuts? Do they make good coffee at Dunkin' Donuts? So I was wrong. My sister got me. But $25 gift card for shoppers or for Tim Hortons? Oh, sorry. I know exactly what these are. These are those marshmallow puff cookies. Guaranteed. Marshmallow puff cookies. I couldn't remember the name of them, but sure enough, Viva Puffs, right? Marshmallows. It's marshmallow and dark chocolate. I love the, but I'm never going to eat them, and I can't have them in the house. I'm not one of those people that can keep this stuff in the house and not eat it, right? So it does have to go. Like there's still stocking stuff in here. Ha! What did I tell you? This is going to be the toothbrush. And guess what? I'm correct, right? I'm correct. Toothbrush. I got my toothbrush. So that's a staple. Toothpaste and toothbrush. Even when my mom did the stockings when we were kids, we always got a new toothbrush and we always got a tube of toothpaste, right? Well, normally I would say that this was another bottle of vitamins, but I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say that this is a container of Tums or Rolaids. I know it's a weird stocking stuffer, but I'm just kind of feeling the lid here. I'm feeling the lid here. Yeah, I'm going to stick to that. You know, on occasion, because I used to give my sister my package of Rolaids and I would ask her to keep them in her purse, right? Because when we went shopping and stuff, if I don't have anything to eat, the acids in my stomach, they continue to work as if I just had a steak, right? Those acids that chew up and digest steak. Those acids in my stomach, they continue to flow, right? So if I don't eat something and I start moving, then what I get is indigestion. It's my acids kind of, you know, burning my stomach because there's nothing in my stomach. So I'm going to say Tums or Rolaids. See how good I am? Right? Tums. I'll never eat. That's a lifetime supply. I'm never going to have to buy Tums again. But just in case, oh, I got to stand up. I'm going to have a wicked Charlie horse, people. Oh, boy, here it comes. So when you get Charlie horses, what you have to do is you have to get all your weight onto your leg. I know it seems impossible, but if you don't get your weight on your leg, on your legs, what can happen is you can go into a crucial Charlie horse where your calf can come right out to the front. I've done that on many occasions. I have fallen out of the bed. I've fallen out of my chair. I have purposely fallen on the floor, moaning and groaning and stuff. But what I was going to say, if you don't have Tums in the house, you can do vitamin C. You can do vitamin C, and it will work similarly, even though vitamin C is acidic, right? Even though vitamin C is acidic, when it is digested, it's alkaline. People don't realize that, right? People don't realize it. They go, well, I can't have lemonade. It's too acidic. Yes, it's acidic when it goes into your stomach, which is a good thing because yeast and bacteria do not like acidic. So what you're doing is you're killing the gut bacteria when you have a glass of lemonade, right? When you have a glass of lemonade or, you know, you eat lemon with your fish or what, you're killing the bacteria in your stomach. And then when it's processed and digested, it now becomes alkaline. And then it makes it so your body becomes alkaline too, right? My sister got me with the gift card. That was so cool. That's the first time ever that she got me. I got 2 more presents. I got 2. Oh my gosh, she might have. Oh my gosh, I don't know what this is. It's like an ice cream container. She knows I don't have a dishwasher anymore. I don't know if she knows I don't have a dishwasher anymore. I wonder if it's dishwashing tablets. I mean, she usually buys me European cookies. It could be a new brand of European cookies or some sort of cookie. She may have gotten me again. Let's open it up. She may have gotten me twice. either European cookies. It's really heavy. I don't think they're European cookies because European cookies are biscuity and they're not very heavy at all. Might have been dishwashing tablets, but my dishwasher doesn't work anymore, and I'm not quite sure she knows that my dishwasher doesn't work anymore. I am so good. How good am I? I'm going to have to give that away to somebody. I'll give that to my sister Carolyn because she has a dishwasher. My sister Carolyn has a dishwasher. I don't have a dishwasher anymore. And those are good quality ones. That must have cost her $10. That must have cost her $10. So, yeah, I'm pretty good at this game. I use that cream in my coffee, that extra cream that I got on the side with my coffee. And now my coffee has got a film on it because I'm not drinking it. So just take a little bit of tissue paper and then just skim the top of it. Yuck. And then it all comes off. And then I just throw it in the garbage. And then it looks like my last one. Whoops. IG, what is this? This is got to be McDonald's coffee. It has to be McDonald's. It could be a Tim Hortons coffee, but I think probably because we know when we make coffee at home that my family, we like the McDonald's brand. We like the McDonald's brand of coffee. And yeah, it's coffee for sure. Yeah, and sure enough, it's the McDonald's coffee. If you guys have not tried the McDonald's coffee, I highly recommend it. We sell this in the grocery stores now. I don't know if you sell this at McDonald's or sell this in your grocery store in the States, but here in Canada, it's the biggest seller of the coffees pretty much now. Yeah, the Mick Coffee is really, really a great, great brand. And I'm looking forward to having a cup of this tonight after my live. You guys, we did it. That's my stocking, right? All stuff. And what it is all stuff that I need, right? Now, there's some things I'm going to have to get rid of because I can't have it in the house, right? These cookies, I'm not going to eat them. Because tomorrow I'm making peanut butter chocolate chip cookies for one of the gentlemen that I work with. So I'll probably be eating a couple of those cookies tomorrow. Plus, I want to make bread tomorrow, right? If I bought a little jar of peanut butter so I can make peanut butter cookies, I want to have some peanut butter toast tomorrow, right? I have not had bread in over a year. I've had bread, but they're like English muffins or that flat bread where you make roll up with the lettuce and tomato. I've had that kind of bread too. But I had technically toast, like toast. I don't even have a toaster anymore. I threw my toaster away. Yeah, it was a great toaster. I was going to do a video, right? Because I had this Black & Decker toaster and I got this as a Christmas present, I think in probably 19, well, it was maybe the year before I got married. So, or a year before I met my husband. So 1990. I had this toaster since 1990. It was a 4-slice wide slot. So you could do like the bagels and stuff too. I had this toaster for 30 years. This toaster I had for 30 years. And it worked as good as the day I got it, right up to the day I decided to get rid of it. It was very sad to get rid of that toaster because it worked perfectly, but nobody would take it because it was a 30-year-old toaster, right? It was a 30-year-old toaster. And it wasn't as pretty as it used to be, but it was an amazing, amazing product made by Black & Decker, right? And I meant to make a little video about it, but yeah, it was a really great toaster, and I got rid of it, right? So if you're looking for great toasters, I would look at Black & Decker. If I were to buy another toaster, it would be no question. It would be a Black & Decker toaster. I thought they just did like power tools and stuff, but they do coffee pots, and they do do kettles and, right? They do all kinds of things. Oh, I'm glad. See, Nancy, aren't you having a great Christmas now? Aren't you having a great Christmas now? I'm so happy for you. I'm so glad that you guys are becoming such great friends, right? Nancy, if it's okay with you, I'll send Andrew your email, right? Because he doesn't do Instagram or Messenger or anything like that. But I'll send him your email, right? So that, if he wants to send you a quick email or something, at least you guys can have that communication together, right? Because Nancy, every time she wants to say thank you or get a hold of you, she gets a hold of me, right? This way you guys can talk on your own. Oh, look what I got here. I'll cover the address. Oh, I guess I should cover my address too, right? Look, Kurt, I still have your letter here. Kurt writes the most beautiful letters. Oh, you know what? This is a poem that Kurt, can I read this poem? Sorry. Andrew, can I read this poem? Can I read this poem that you wrote and sent to me last year? It's absolutely beautiful. I just want to wait till Andrew, if he remembers what poem he wrote and sent to me, right? We're going to just wait for his okay, and then let me get down here. Absolutely. Okay, here goes. This is a poem written by Andrew, everybody. Okay? Put the working dreams of the past into the past. Those dreams that did no good, that left the longing dreamer hungry. Those self-made visions that never were, never will be fulfilled, never to be seen by the eye of the seer. They were watered with much time, many years, but bore no fruit. Remove as that which is severed, dry, dense, tangled, taste of dust on the tongue. In the way, filling space to be walked over and around and carried along, draining strength and time and thought. Put a flame to them, the flame that will spread, grow, consume, and set free. Look at his beautiful handwriting. I know, I was going to say, I'm covering his name there, but look at his beautiful handwriting. Look at that beautiful handwriting that Andrew has, right? And he sends me these beautiful letters and these beautiful poems and everything. And I think I read this one last year, but it was sitting on my desk, and I thought how lovely it would be if I could just read it again. So yeah, thank you so much for letting me read that again, Andrew. It's just lovely. I think it's just lovely. Yeah. Yeah. And of course, you can see I saved these things. I never throw them away, right? I never throw them away. I just always just keep them. Yeah, so I got some good things, right? I'm not going to open any of this stuff. It just gets packed away, in another week, right? Another week, maybe I'll have a place to live, right? Maybe next Sunday, if I'm not live next Sunday, I'm in the midst of a big move, right? Yeah, Sunday and Monday, if I have the possibility to move next Sunday and Monday, I will for sure. This Sunday and Monday, I will be looking for a place to live somewhere with my cat. I don't think it will be too difficult right now. People are looking for ways to bring some extra money into the household. It looks like it'll be like the end of July by the time everybody gets vaccinated. People don't want to go that far into summer. So I think once the public puts the pressure on the government, that will speed up. That time date will speed up a little bit, and we'll get it done before Thank you, Owen. That's very nice of you to say. Very nice of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, but yeah, what a beautiful it was. It was an absolutely beautiful, beautiful poem. Thank you, Robert. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Nancy. Yes, it is exciting, isn't it? It is exciting. The benefits are over. It was just a one-time thing, right? But it's enough to get me moved into something. And on top of that, I got paid for 1 week today. 1 week's pay. They didn't hold anything back or anything. So I came back to work and I worked 1 week, and today I got paid for that week. So I'm very grateful for that. And that will go directly onto my phone bill. So at the very least, I don't have to worry about my phone, right? So the phone is good. So I'm very grateful. I'm very pleased, right? I got $40 from the company I worked for. They gave me $40 as a little Christmas bonus. I thought that was very kind of them. They didn't have to do that, but very much appreciated. One of the ladies gave me $50 at work. So I was very pleased and grateful for that. Yeah. I don't know how I do it. Like the money, it just every day just trickling in just a little bit, you know? And now I don't have to spend money on any coffee. There's no excuse to stop off at a coffee shop. $25 is 12 coffees. That's 2 weeks worth of coffees if I have a coffee every single day, right? So that's going to save me lots of money, right? That's going to save me a lot of money. Yeah. So I do have some re-gifts. That fruit cake, I don't know who I'm going to give it to. And it's a light fruit cake too. The light fruit cakes are my favorite fruit cakes. I like the light fruit cakes because they taste like pound cake, right? And I really like pound cake. For work, I work at a thrift store now, Robert. I work in a thrift store. I just love my job. It's a great little job right now. I mean, it's not my dream job. I don't plan on staying there forever and ever. But while I'm getting back on my feet, right? Also, it gives me the opportunity to pick up little doodads and stuff that I can make a profit in order so that I can get my car, so that I can get back on the road. I've got to figure this one out, right? Right? Until I can turn this into some little business myself, I have to figure something out because, you know, my brand goes on no matter what. If my brand doesn't make anything in its whole life, I got to figure out how to make an income some other way, right? So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I get lots of really nice clothes and stuff too at work. And I really enjoy that. I have a couple of presents here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open them now. These are my Christmas presents. So what I just opened were my Christmas stockings. And what I have here is a Christmas present from my sister, Carolyn. And I have a present here for my niece, Ashley. Oh my goodness. I don't know which one of these things. My sister I think my niece Ashley might have gotten me that gift card. I threw the paper away. I threw all the paper away. Oh, darn. One of them was labeled. I'll have to phone my sister tomorrow. But I have two presents here. I just have these two presents and they feel so light. They just feel like they're nothing, right? So let's open it. This is a present for my sister, Carolyn. My sister, Carolyn, I got her a pair of leather gloves. I got her an electric knife because when she makes roasts and stuff at home for her family. And plus I got it on sale. So right. And then I got her daughter some nice gifts and her husband. Yeah, I did good by them. It's some kind of gift card. Some kind of gift card. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. I'm not terrible. I can't help it. I'm just so smart when it comes to guessing things that are wrapped up, right? I'm just good at that. So let's see what I have here. Let's see what I have here. Oh, look at that. My sister gave me a $25 gift card for the grocery store. So, yeah, my groceries, $25 is good. That will get me 2 weeks worth of groceries, won't it? That will take care of the cat for a month, right? This is going to be a tough month. I'm going to need all my money this month. I'm going to have to budget really, really good. And maybe figure out some other ways to bring in some extra money so I can start hacking away at some bills and getting back on my feet. And this is a great start. Look at a Tim card for my coffees and a grocery card for my groceries. So I've got groceries and I got coffees, right? This is from my sister. This is from my sister, Tracy. She's the one who does my stocking for me every year. She's the one who took my car back from me and sold the car. But that's all good. It was her car. It was her car. And she could do whatever she wants for it. No hard feelings or anything about that. I mean, I have hard feelings. I don't have a car, right? But, you know, she had plans to put a halt to what I was up to. And right, I'm not going to let it put a halt to what I'm up to. I'm just going to go even full force. And I'm just going to come in the back door. I'm going to find another way to do it. I love my sister Tracy, but my plans and the way I think have not changed in any shape, way, or form. It's an Amazon box. Did I get something from Amazon? Did I get something from, I got a Safeway card for my sister. That's really great for groceries. See, no matter how bad it is, you can find a little bit of joy someplace, right? Like, look at us. We're all hanging out together, right? Right? We're all hanging out together. We're all here for Christmas this year. Nancy made it in, even though she was determined last week that she was not coming in, and she came in. She came in anyway. A gift card. Oh my goodness, you guys. You're not going to believe what I got. $100. A gift card for $100. You guys, I got groceries for the whole month. Wow. Wow, that is absolutely amazing. I'm not looking for anything else, but I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything, right? Wow, right? What a great Christmas. Yeah, that was for my sister. That was for my sister Tracy. So we have officially completed all the present. I got a big pile of wrapping paper here that's going to drive me crazy until I can get it all stuffed into the garbage pail, right? Things are looking up for me, Robert. Things are looking up for me. And I hope everybody is happy in that, because I want to go higher. I want to go higher. I want to do more. I want to accomplish more, right? I want to show people all the amazing things that life can give back to you if you're willing to put in the work. And I have put in the work this year. I really have put in the work this year, right? But yeah, I'm very $125 in groceries. I can't go wrong. And my coffee and groceries. Just need my bus passes each week. And yeah, I'm good. I just have to find a place to live now so that I can just get cheap. If I could get something for $500 a month, and if I can put oh my gosh, if I could put $200 a week away plus the 100, right? I don't think I could, $200 a paycheck away. So that's $400 a month. Could I save $400 a month? If I got a place for $500 a month, I will buckle down. I will buckle down. I will not spend money, right? Carelessly or recklessly. And I will apply myself, right? Because January, February, March, April, and May, 5 months, 4 times 5 is $2,000. And if I can add another $2,000 in little things that I can sell and make $2,000 that way too, that's $4,000. I can get a half decent safety vehicle for $4,000 and still be able to keep up on top of my bills. Plus my phone bill. I'm not going to get a new phone. I was going to get a new phone this year, but my phone, I have a good phone, right? Like I have an amazing phone, but I look forward to getting my free phone, right? To get the new Pixel 5, right? Is it Pixel 5 now? To get the new Pixel, I would like to get the new Pixel and then use this camera or this phone just as a backup camera. Just charge it when I go off on the road. So I have a fully charged camera with 64 GBs or 64 RAM, so that it holds a lot. It has a lot of storage, and then have the new camera that has a lot of storage. Then I'll be able to take as much video as I want, and I'll never, ever have to worry about getting a fancy camera if I can't afford it, right? You start off small. You start off small, right? That gentleman still hasn't posted my radio interview that I did for him. Remember I said that I would let you guys know when that interview comes up, but he hasn't emailed me yet to tell me when he's going to be posting it. But I'm sure, you know, he's collecting all his interviews and stuff now, and then he'll post them as the year moves on, right? Then he has all his videos and stuff. Yeah, I'm so pleased. This has been a really decent Christmas. I do have a little bit of upset stomach, just to be honest with you. I have not eaten sugar in 35 days, and I ate some chocolates. I'm looking at these chocolates here. I'm not going to be able to eat them tonight. I think I might be done with eating tonight. I'm not feeling it. See, it's that sugar. And I knew it was going to happen today too. I knew. I went to work today and I said, when I get home, I'm just going to pick out on all my favorites. And I didn't get a chance to pick out on all my favorites because I ended up having a sugar rush, right? I ended up having a sugar rush. Aw, thank you, Owen. Right, Robert? I do the exact same thing. I do it, and I do it for the exact same reason as you do. I go for my country drives to get away from my problems. When things get really heavy, it grounds me. It brings me back to being happy again, right? And then when I get back into the city, then I think I can take on a little bit more pressure, a little bit heavier load, if I know that I can unload those burdens out in nature. And that's what I'm doing. I'm walking through the bush. I'm snowshoeing. I'm walking through the snow, right? When I'm urban exploring, all I'm doing is leaving a trail into the air, right? Because if I breathe in oxygen, I'm breathing out dioxide, and the trees and nature, they love the dioxide, don't they? They live on the dioxide. So trees are very happy when I come around. Yeah, country dives are absolutely my favorite thing in the whole world, right? Well, camping, but being on the road, that's the whole package, right? Being on the road, going camping, urban exploring, going to yard sales, right? Doing all these amazing things, fall suppers, right? I just started the fall suppers, was it last year? And then I stopped. no vehicle, but I'm going to be starting those fall suppers up again. And we got to do them for as long as we can because we're moving into a different age now. Everybody is so kind of iffy with the germs and stuff. These big group gatherings will be coming to an end slowly. Unfortunately, the groups and the networks are just going to get smaller and smaller, where we're all going to be doing our interactions and our socializing online now, right? Where we're actually sitting in our own houses by myself. Like in this moment, I'm sitting by myself, but I'm with all you guys, so I don't feel lonely, right? I'm not somebody who really feels lonely anyway. I'm I don't think I ever feel lonely. The only time I feel lonely, I don't feel lonely. I never feel lonely. I'm perfectly content to be by myself. I am perfectly content to be by myself, right? Because those heaviness in the world, right? Because if you don't live your life for yourself, then other people are going to try and live your life for you. I've come to know that. I've come to know that. And I want to live my own life, right? I want to live my own life. I'm a different bird. I'm a different person, right? And I just want to go off and I want to do my thing. And I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. And I know it doesn't bring everybody joy, but it brings me a great amount of joy. And I can't help it. I absolutely love it. And the thing is, I can't have people around me that are going to put what I love down, right? And say terrible things about it, or call me stupid for wanting to do these things, or, calling the things and the hobbies and things that I love to do, calling them useless, calling them, right, stupid and stuff like this, right? Like I don't mind that you don't like the same things that I don't like. My problem is that you verbally let me know how much you dislike that, or how much you don't appreciate, or you're very vocal about it, and it makes me feel bad. And I won't have anybody make me feel bad about something I love, right? It's just like if somebody was saying something terrible about you, I wouldn't let them say something terrible about you, because you're something I love. You're someone I love. I wouldn't allow anybody to hurt you. So I've got to take care of myself that way, right? Oh, like the train, Nancy? You find your train? Right. And most people are like that. Most people, right? They do want that physical interaction with people. And I would want it too, right? If it was available and in the form that I want it. But everybody wants a bigger chunk of me than I do of them, right? Nobody truly, truly, truly has my best interests at heart, right? Except for me, right? So I've got to be just adamant about what I want, and not let anybody dissuade me from pursuing my dreams and loving what I love to do. I've been doing this for a long time now. It's not ending now. If anybody ever thought they had a chance of dissuading me from doing this, you guys know that this is in my blood now. This is not going to change. If anything, this is just going to get much stronger, right? Yeah, no, Andrew doesn't mind hanging out to himself, but I know how you feel. Like, when I get older and stuff, hopefully at that point I might have a house with a few bedrooms, and at that point maybe I could, hire a guide, or not hire a guy, like invite a guy to come and stay in one spare bedroom, and hire a woman to hire to rent the other bedroom, and then have three of us, and then maybe one person likes to cook and clean, and one person likes to garden, and right, maybe one person likes to do nothing. Right, right? And but just pull on each other's weaknesses with our own strengths, right? Just add to the plate with our own strengths. And that way, you can share. I mean, that's a great idea for a person who has their house. Lots of people, like, when the kids move away from home, or your spouse passes away and stuff. Lots of time, that's a time to think about, okay, is it time for me to move into a home? I don't want to be a burden on my kids and stuff. Maybe I should move to a resort town, or a seniors town or something. But there are other possibilities out there. You could stay in your home a little bit longer by inviting other people to come and share that space with you, right? Maybe somebody drives that can go and do the groceries if you're not strong enough to do the groceries. Maybe somebody can do the house cleaning, right? I mean, if your house is paid for anyway, this is some extra money that you could bring in every month to help you out with groceries and the few things that you would like to do, so that you can enjoy your years, right? Your last couple of decades, or whatever it is, that you can be able to enjoy the things that you want to do, and not have to worry about the money, and not have to worry that you have to sell your house, or have to worry that you have to move into a senior's home, that you could all just kind of take care of each other, right? And then be able to I would love to do that, rent somebody's basement, or rent a big room in somebody's house, right? And then just save money and spend my time on my days off out on the back roads. Maybe somebody that I rent that room off needs help with mowing the grass, or working their garden, or cleaning the house, that maybe I could take a little bit off of my rent by helping out that way, right? It's just about being creative, right? It's just about being creative and looking for solutions, keeping your eye open for solutions, right? Right? That's exactly what I was saying, Andrew. 100%. That would be perfect, right? Stretch the dollar a little bit further. But the thing is, I'm pretty loud in my lives, right? And I've been talking for hours now, so my voice is kind of ratty now, right? It's all kind of going on me now and stuff, but it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. I can do that. I can't add a lot of time into somebody's care, right? Because I need to be able to get out on the road and get the exploring and get my videos done and stuff. But I can do grocery shopping once a week. I maybe not make dinner every single night, but maybe one evening I can make the dinners for the week, right? Or like, depending, right? If somebody's willing to take, a couple $100 off for a month, take you grocery shopping, right? Get the yard chores done, do some repairs, because I do a little bit of plumbing, I do painting, I do carpentry, I do all kinds of flooring. I do all kinds of flooring. I can install laminate flooring, I can install hardwood flooring. I do decking, I can clean decks, I can stain decks. I do a lot of stuff. I'm not very good in electrical. I don't think I can do anything. I don't like electricity. I have been zapped way too many times that I appreciate the power of electricity. So I will pass on the electrical. And it was funny because I ran the electrical department in the store that I worked at when I worked in retail lumber. Yeah, I was they called me the plumber girl, right? The plumber, or the plumber fairy. That's what they called me. The go see when they'd ask for something, the guy say, "Oh, go see the plumber fairy. She's down there somewheres, right? Or there she is, right there. Go talk to the plumber fairy." I knew nothing about not yeah. I knew nothing about electrical, but they would send the electrical people to me because I knew what all the parts were, because I had stocked the shelves and everything, and I knew what everything was used for, but I couldn't do the electrical myself. And the plumbing, I knew every single pipe, every single connector, every single solution to a plumbing problem you had. I could sell you vanities and toilets. I knew all the specs, the showers. Oh my gosh, I used to sell $3,000-$4,000 bath and shower units every single day, sometimes numerous times a day. I mean, they wanted to get rid of me because I wouldn't go part-time. I was keeping my full-time, but But, you know, they didn't put up too much of a fight in the beginning because I was bringing them in money. Nobody had better customer service than me. I would have people come into the store. And again, you know, I give it some thought, right? Because I am a go-getter at work. When I start a job, I give 110%. My goal is to be better than anybody in that job. And on the norm, right, it does tick people off. And even at this new job that I have to be very careful because I'm one of those people that will just take over and run the show if you let me, right? Like, I like to run and control things only because it's a safety thing for me, right? I'm protecting my surroundings. I'm doing what's best for me, best for the situation that I am in. And that's how I look at things. And when that happens, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm going to do what I think is best for the situation and what I think is the safest and the easiest and the most quality standard outcome that I can figure out. And that's what I do for sure, right? But yeah, I used to love working in the retail, but they, you know, after a while, it was just a cat and mouse game, right? It was just like, I'm going to get you before you get me. And I would say, you're not going to get me. I'm going to go when I feel like going, right? And I got stubborn that way. And that doesn't make for a happy employee. And when a boss is really trying everything they can to get rid of somebody, and they're not able to get rid of somebody because they're holding them, that person is holding them to every single employment standards law, right? I was right. Oh, I was holding them to everything. You were trying so hard. And it was hard work. And I don't know why I tried so hard to keep that job. I worked there for 5 years. And it was like after maybe about halfway through those 5 years, a new company bought out the company. And the deal was they had to take all the old stuff because the owner was trying really hard to find a company that would keep all of us, right? He wanted us all to have jobs because people stayed with that company for decades, but he was older. He was in his 80s. I think he was 85 years old. It was time for him to move his company along. And one of the retail lumber stores that's well known in Manitoba, they bought the company. And right away, as soon as they bought the company, they put the pressure on and they got rid of everybody. They didn't care. They didn't care about any of us. They wanted everybody part-time and they wanted all the people from their stores to come in and take over our positions, the positions they had because they were a smaller company, right? So they wanted all their management teams and all their supervisories and all their favorite employees from their stores to come in and take our positions. And I was having none of that. And there were 3 or 4 of us that were really, really fighting for those jobs. And I was in there recently and there's only one person there that was there from the time, or 2 people there that were there. And there were probably 60 people. And now there's only 2 of them. And they're probably not full-time. They're probably part-time. But yeah, they tried. It was really hard. It was really hard for our self-esteem because in the end, they didn't like us and I didn't like them either because of what they were doing to us, right? And how they were trying to squeeze us out of these jobs that we had had for years and how we had to work twice as hard as anybody else in order to keep those positions. And I made myself indispensable by cross-training myself in every department. I did everything. I did the paint department. I did the plumbing department. I did electrical. I did hardware. I did cashier. I did sales desk. I helped out in receiving. I really didn't do a lot, but I'd haul toilets and load them into little old ladies' cars and stuff. When a toilet was 100 pounds and I would lift those things up by myself in my 50s, right? While I was in my late 40s at that time, but I was going into my 50s and I worked myself into the bone and I became the very best at what I was doing. People would walk in the store and they would only want to deal with me. And that pissed people off. Sorry for the language, but it would really tick people off that they would come in and just specifically ask for me, right? But I had to make myself indispensable. And I've given it some thought that would have been a reason too why people didn't like me, because their positions were threatened because I worked so hard to learn their position, so that when they had to get rid of somebody, well, who are they going to get rid of? Are they going to get rid of the paint guy, or are they going to get rid of the electrical, plumbing, paint, hardware, sales desk, cashier, right? Electrical, right? Construction, receiving girl. No, they were going to get rid of the paint guy, right? So I was able to keep my positions through that way. But it was very hard. It was hard on me emotionally. It was hard on me physically. It was a hard time. It was a hard time, right? And it was very sad, and it did a real damage to my self-esteem when I finally did get scooted out of there, because, well, it wasn't a matter of scoot. It was you're fired, I quit kind of situation, but I held them to the law. And yeah, I got my benefits then too. And he was held accountable for what he did to me. He was held accountable. I had lots of witnesses. Everybody knew what he was doing. Everybody knew what he did. And he wasn't very smart about it either, right? And he was very nasty. He was very vocal about it. And there were lots of witnesses to his outbursts and stuff. So yeah, I was able to get my benefits on that one, but it was a pretty hard job to learn, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that job immensely, even when I learned everything. And I took great pride in the fact that I could do everything. I took great pride in it, but I knew it ticked off some of the other employees. I knew it ticked off some of the other employees because their positions were threatened. And I realize that now. And I take great care in letting everybody know I'm not looking to be management here. I don't want to be a manager. I don't want to be a supervisor. I just want to come in, do my job, pick up a few items at work that it has a little bit of value to them, so I can, make enough money so that I can buy a car this spring or this early summer. I'm aiming for May long weekend. And I'm sure there's going to be a couple of really, really great scores that I might make. Right? I made a few $100s on this, even though I'm not selling it. I paid $5 for that picture. This picture is selling for $3. Not this picture, but some similar style by the same artist is running $350. And that was like 10 years ago. So I can imagine that this painting here is probably worth $500, but at the very least, I'm going to assume that I can get $300 for it, right? But some things I fall in love with and I want to keep, and I don't want to sell them, right? I don't want to give them away. And this painting is one of them, right? So if I can keep this painting, I will. But if I have to sell it, I will too, right? And that's what happened to our work too, right? I kept it up the best I could, but yeah, there was a lot of problems. And when you cut staff out, then you have to watch for thievery and stuff. And in construction, there's a lot of thievery, a lot of emptying boxes. I know I go into the plumbing department and whole tap sets would be taken out of the boxes, right? And these would be done by the construction workers, right? And then they would go replace a tap, and then they would charge the realtors every time I let the plumber come into this apartment. He would replace the tap, and those were taps that I picked up. Those were my taps because I was working there. I'd get good deals on them, and he would take my taps. He would take my shower. He would just take them. I go, can I have that stuff back, please? That stuff belongs to me. It doesn't belong to the realtor. I says, that stuff belongs to me, right? But they do it every single time, just all little kinds of scams like that, right? Right. And then they charge the realtor for doing it. And those taps didn't even need to be replaced or anything, but they replaced them anyway because they can, right? Nobody's checking on them to see if they really needed to be replaced, right? It does. I know it's sunset and sunrise, right? but I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means yet. I was thinking of trying to get a hold of the artist and see if he remembers the painting and if he could tell me a little bit about the story of what it represents, right? I would really like to know. What, Nancy, you know what it means? Nancy, you know what my painting means? Health? It means health? Right? I knew the killer whale was a spirit animal, but it's for health. Nancy. Oh, I would love to know. Yes, I would love to know. Fill me in, because if it's for health, I don't know. I just might have to wrap it up and send it off to you, right? Because I have amazing health. My health is absolute. I don't so much as take aspirin. No headaches, no bleeding nose, no broken bones, no headache in my entire life, right? So health is not something I worry too much, but I don't even have arthritis. Everybody in my family has arthritis, right? Tons of heart disease and stuff. I don't have any of that. My doctor was absolutely amazed when he saw how good my cholesterol was. He expected, because I was a bigger girl, that my cholesterol would have been really, really bad, right? But my cholesterol was good too, right? Oh, okay. And so did the caretaker get another key for that? Did you give the caretaker a key, Andrew? Because I know he has to have the caretaker has to have one too, right? Because just in case he has to get in there for an emergency. Perfect. I'm glad, Nancy. Yes, write me and tell me what it's all. Was I right about the sunset and the sunrise though? Was I correct on that? I just took a wild guess, but I'm assuming if it's about health, that oh, the same key. Oh, okay. You just had it rekeyed. You had your lock rekeyed. Yeah, I used to do that work when people would come in and buy new locks for their doors, but they wanted to use the same key, and I would rekey all the locks for them too, so they could use the same key, right? Yeah. So yeah, you're right, Nancy. I'm going to try not to sell that picture, but now I am not selling that picture. And if that picture has to go, it's going to come to you. Merry Christmas, Robert. Merry Christmas, everybody, right? Merry Christmas. Like it's been like the craziest year ever. It has been a crazy, crazy year. Should we do this on New Year's Eve? New Year's Eve is what day is New Year's? Yes, let's do this New Year's Eve next week too, okay? New Year's Eve will go live also. If anybody ever wants to DM me and chit chat, or you can get through to me through Facebook, through Instagram. You can DM me, right? You can use Messenger and get a hold of me. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so we're going to have a New Year's Eve party. I might even pick up a little bottle of tequila or something and have tequila and pineapple juice. Oh, that sounds good. Doesn't that sound good? Not a lot of alcohol, but maybe I'll do tequila and pineapple juice. I like my alcohol as long as it doesn't taste like alcohol. It's got to taste like Hawaiian punch, or it's got to taste like chocolate milk. And if it tastes like chocolate milk, it's usually a paralyzer, or it's like a brown cow or something with the Kahlua, right? Oh, wow. Nancy, that's amazing. The native orca, because those of you who come in later, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see the comments. Nancy says, my painting here, the native orca symbol or killer whale symbolizes family, romance, longevity, harmony, travel, community, and protection. Oh, that's just like the most perfect thing for me. He said to protect those who travel away from home and to lead them back when the time comes. Oh boy, that was a miracle picture to come into my possession, Nancy, wasn't it? It was a miracle picture to come into my possession. It's like it was meant to be with me. It was meant to be with me. Good, Owen. Yes, for sure. Email me. My spirit animal is the owl. My spirit animal is the owl. It's the snow owl, right? The big snowy white one. But my owl has a great big stripe on the back like a skunk, but the spot is kind of, what color? Do I have something to represent the color? I'm trying to think here. has a stripe on it like this color here. He has, right? The owl on the back, he has strip, and on the tips of his feathers, he has this color, right? It's a white snowy owl with a big color patch here, and then also on his wingtips. But yeah, that's my spirit animal. That's my spirit animal. Salmon fish? That is interesting, Nancy. You're spawning. You're, and that sounds like you always fighting up the river to go up current. You're always paddling the opposite direction. Perfect. Oh, doesn't that sound lovely? My cat too. My cat loves the sunny spots, right? She has a bed over here on the couch, and I've never put my curtains down, my blinds down. My blinds have always been up, right? Because I like to look down my street on all the big tree tunnels and everything. I wish I could take the camera, you guys, so that everybody could see all the snow here in Winnipeg. It's really, really, really quite snowy outside. But my cord, I got my camcorders attached to a cord, and that's about as far away as it goes, right? That's about as far away as it goes. But yeah, dog sleeping on a sofa in a nice sunshiny spot. Yeah, that sounds like the thing. I like the owls because the owl, besides the bald-headed eagle, does not have any predators. Because the owl itself is a predator in itself, right? But yeah, right. There's an owl doesn't have to worry about anything really. It doesn't have any predators that are after it. Nothing is fast enough. And half the time you don't even see. They're so well disguised up in the trees, right? So yeah, I like owls. I like owls. I feel safe being an owl. And an owl is wise, right? Wise old owl. And I feel like I'm a wise old soul, right? I feel like I'm a wise old soul. So the owl suits me really, really well. But I did have a revelation that my spirit animal actually came from the ocean. And I remember making a joke that I hoped it wasn't like the blue whale or something like that. Because, when I was a kid in school, they always think I had a nickname at one time in high school. They called me Whale. And then they also called me Boat. And when I walked down the hallway, they go, Boo. Every time I walked down the hall. It was so embarrassing, right? Oh, I hated high school. Kids could be so cruel, right? Kids could be so cruel. Now I would just let them have it. I would shame them. That's exactly what I would do. They would just get lessons on the spot. And I would guarantee they would never do such a thing to anybody else in their entire life after I let them have it with a lesson, right? It wouldn't be a yelling lesson, but I would tell them exactly what they do when they do that to kids, right? You know, my self-esteem was so damaged by being bullied and being treated so badly as a teenager and as a small kid that I'm surprised that I was able even to wake up. Like, seriously. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Paperweights are very collectible. They don't come into the store very often. I don't think I've ever seen a paperweight in my store, but those glass paperweights, they sell very, very well. I think they start at like $25 and $50 for paperweights, those glass ball ones. Yeah, they're very collectible, but I don't see them coming into the store ever. Right, Andrew? And it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder because I reflect because I've done some bad things to people, right? I have done some bad things to people. And you know, and when you reflect on that, you think, "Oh, right, right. I had this friend Ray." I'm going to tell you a funny story. It's funny, but it's sad and it's kind of mean at the same time. But, you know, I had this 1954 Malibu. It looked like the Goodfellas car. It looked like a mafia car, right? And I used to be the driver and I'd drive all our friends around. And at night we would be bored. So we'd jump in the car and we'd just go driving up and down back alleys. And I'd be taking out garbage cans and stuff and letting them fly. And I was used with my friend Ray and we used to do the meanest things to him, right? You know, we'd hang temp. He used to comb his hair. He was in love with his hair. And he was always had this comb in his back pocket. Well, you know, those ones with the long skinny handles. And he'd always have in his back pocket. He'd always whip them out and he'd be combing his hair. He just loved his hair. He just loved his hair. And we used to let him walk into the 7-Eleven and we would push the stickered sanitary pads, you know, clean ones, but we'd stick sanitary pads on his back and hang tampons off his comb out of his back pocket and let him walk around the store with tampons hanging off his back. Just treated him mean. And he was like my best friend. He was like my best friend for years, right? Yeah. Yeah, he was exactly like John Travolta. He was and he looked like John Travolta, a little bit more on the feminine side, right? He was a little bit more on the feminine, but he was the nicest guy ever. And he was my best friend for years and years. But we would do mean things to him like that, right? But, you know, we have to reflect on it, right? We have to reflect it. You got to think too, they were kids at the time when they did this. As young adults, lots of these things that they did, they forgot, right? They don't remember what they did when they were younger. They just, you know, I don't even remember. I try to think back because I want as much of this mess all cleaned up and fixed up and taken care of, right? As much as I can. And yet, you know, I have a hard time remember. Every once in a while, something will pop in my head. I go, oh, I totally forgot about that. Holy cow, what happened with that? What was the situation with that? How did I feel about myself? What did I feel about the other people? Oh. And then you dig right down deep into it and you sort it all out and then it's over and done with. You let it go, you make some space and you never think about it again, right? Because you kind of forgiven yourself and you kind of forgiven the situation or you've forgiven the other person for whatever it was, right? So, you know, this is the way I think, right? Exactly, Andrew, right? You don't have to be like anybody else. Be your own person, right? And you know, like I said, if I was younger and you know, if I knew what I know now, they certainly would not have gotten away with what they did. I might have gotten in bigger poop, like they might have beaten me up or whatever a little bit more. But I think I would have been really, really good at holding my own. I think I would have had the confidence to know that I was good enough. You know, it was only because people made me think that I was nothing, right? People made me think that I had no value, that I was just taking space up in this life of mine. And I grew up thinking that way, right? I grew up thinking that way, like I was a zero and I wasn't worth anything, right? So whatever good thing came across my path, I was always super grateful and super excited, right? And super thankful for it. But it was never an expectation. I always took it as a gift, right? You know, even getting dinner at nighttime became something to be grateful for, right? You know, so you're right there. You're right. Like some people learn, some people don't learn, right? And you have to reflect on it a little bit. I know lots of people, they don't like to look at the past and everything, but you can't move forward to the future if you've got all this baggage that you're just going to drag along with you. You can't drag everything along with you. Some stuff you got to leave behind, right? Some things you got to leave behind. This is a gentleman just posted, Atana. I really, really like him. He does Reiki, and he's from South America, and he's doing energy works. He's doing distant healing work to support energy of harmony. That's the post. And what he does is he does Reiki. I've got my first level in Reiki. But I have to pay now in order to get the other levels done. The first level I didn't have to pay for, but the other levels I do have to pay for. But I have a natural talent for it. I have a natural talent for light language and for Reiki. So, and I'm working on it. They're just going to be talents to add onto my list, and tools to add to my toolbox, right? When I'm helping people, when I'm trying to help people move forward in their own movement and stuff, these are all things that are going to help out greatly because I do them myself, right? I do that all the time, Andrew, and you're 100% right. You're 100% positive on that, Andrew, right? You have to be the person, right? Right? You have to be that person that you would have needed. You got to think, what would you have needed in that moment? Is that person hurting? Is that why he's hurting somebody else? Is because he's hurting himself, right? What can I do to make it a little bit better for him, or make it a little bit more clearer for him so that he understands a little bit better, right? Yeah, 100%. Oh, I just dropped another chocolate. I can't eat any more chocolate today. 100%. I can't eat any more chocolate. My legs are jittering. My legs are jittering from the sugar. Yeah, and I'm super hyped right now. You can see I'm talking 100 miles an hour. That's coming from the energy from the sugar, right? I'm going 100 miles an hour because of that sugar. And I can feel it too because my eyes are like really fast too. I notice that my eyes going off to the sides and stuff. I don't know why I check things all the time. Like I know I'm safe in here and everything, but I notice that I kind of keep an eye on things around me too, just to make sure that everything's okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, I walked out on a Christmas dinner at my sister's one time and she was absolutely livid. I just couldn't take it. Like I can't sit there and just let somebody yell at me, like just attack, like go for the jugular, attack me with the words and the tone, right? For no reason at all, just because that person needs to vent and get some of the load of their frustrations off, right? And I just couldn't bear it. All I could do was get up and walk out, right? But yeah, I don't normally walk out of things. Yeah, I usually, once I'm in the midst of it, I'll sit, I'll stay, I'll do what has to do until whatever has to be done is done, right? But yeah, for roommates, well, I had a house. I rented a house one time, and yeah, I let all my friends, $200 each, and all my friends all lived in there. They were supposed to add to bills, but they would buy beer with the bill money and stuff. Oh, I got screwed. I let my friends screw me over, ruin my credit and everything, right? I was all about taking care of my friends. I was just there. I was the housekeeper, right? I cooked their meals, right? I did all the chores. I did all the housework. I entertained them. I was the one that was working, bringing in the paycheck while they all stayed at my place while I worked, and they would be there partying all day long. And then I would come home and they would expect me to, well, they didn't expect me, but it was my nature, right? To want to take care of things. And they were my babies, right? So of course I'd go on another beer run, and then I would make them dinner, and then I would clean up, and then, I would clean up their mess, and, if they really partied harshly and stuff. Yeah, I remember those days. They were fun times. They were lots of fun. I would never give those days up. Not for the life of me. Not for the life of me. Those years between the ages of 24 and say 30, yeah, between 24 and 30 were probably some of the happiest times in my entire life. And the thing is, they were only 6 years, right? No, that's not true. We're going to say 10 years, because I'm going to say until I was about, until my marriage fell apart. I was happy. So for about 10 years, life was absolutely amazing there, and lots of fun. And I had lots of interesting, different, kind-hearted. Everybody, all of us had problems. Every single one of us had problems. But that's why we were together, because we filled each other's gaps and we accepted each other's faults, right? And some of us had some really crazy, crazy problems, some really, really crazy problems that you wouldn't think of, like you never even might not have even known existed, but they had these problems, right? They had these problems, and some of them made it. Some of them didn't make it. Some of us stayed behind and took that burden and that guilt and that pain on that they caused, right? We took that on. And some of us, we just moved on from all of that. We moved on from all of that too, right? Because as much as it was fun, it was hard, right? It was a poor time. And there, in that group of amazing people, there was not really a great amount of good influence, I would have to say. There wasn't a good amount of influence. A lot of thievery, a lot of alcohol, a lot of drugs, right? I'm very grateful that I worked in a bar. It still amazes me that I never had an interest in alcohol. Like, I never, ever in my entire life had an interest in alcohol, except alcohol was so prevalent in my family's existence, right? My grandfather was an alcoholic. I only found out just a couple of years before my mother died that my dad drank too. I didn't know my dad drank. I knew socially he drank, like he would have a drink or something, because I remember that as a small child, but I never saw my dad drunk. And if he did become drunk, he hid it very, very well, because I'm very intuitive, and I can smell a drunk. I can smell a hangover. Like, I can smell a hangover. And it's sad because, these people are not supposed to be drinking, and I'm not saying anything, right? I'm not saying anything, but I know they're drinking. I know, because I could smell it coming off their pores. I could smell it seeping out of every pore, every cell in their body. And I would love to help. I would love to be that person to sit there and, right, and let you talk, and for me to give you my insight and my, right, and be that person that that'll help you out so that you can get back on the right track, right? When people are doing so good and then they're back to drinking, it's just the worst, right? It's so hard to get off. Like, some people, they do it, right? They do it. Like, I have people in my life that I absolutely love dearly, right? And they had bad drinking problems. And right, they're not drinking anymore. It was hard for them to quit. And it took a lot of tries. That's why I always say it doesn't matter how long it tries. And it doesn't matter. It takes as many chances as it takes for you to quit your bad habits, right? But, because these things, it's not easy to quit, right? Habitually, we need these things to emotionally cope with the burden and the pains that we have to carry on in our lives, right? And, I found an outlet in food. I did find an outlet in food. And I'm going to have to say that I am grateful that food was my, what do you call that? Weapon of choice, right? That I'm grateful for that, because it could have been heroin. It could have been cocaine. It could have been alcohol, right? It could have been so many. I could have been a hoarder. Right? But I'm definitely not a hoarder. I've thrown so much stuff out in the past few months. There's not a chance, even though I still, how many boxes do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 2 in the bedroom, 13, 14, and I'm probably going to have 3 or 4 more. So 18 boxes. I'm going to have to pack them up against the wall. I'm going to pack them right to the ceiling of my new place if I just get a room. They'll just sit there for a year, right? I made sure that I packed them in a way that the few boxes that I need to open, obviously my summer clothes. Oh, and I got 2 big bags. I got my double ski bag full of clothes, and then I have my green tent bag, which is full of my summer clothes, right? So I have 2 big bags of clothes too that I'm taking with me. And I'm taking them with me because I threw all my old clothes, most of my old clothes away, and I'm just doing the designer now, right? I'm just going to do the designer. I'm going to do the nice clothes, because if I do the circuit, if I go to do a TEDx talk or something, I want some nice outfits, right? I know I want to get a couple of Pakistani suits, right? The one with the long tunics and the tight pants. I want to do a couple of those, one in flesh color and maybe one in a nice blue or pink, I think. But yeah, when I do my talks, and when I do my talks, my talk is going to be on turn the other cheek. That's what my talk is going to be on, and I've been working on it in my head too. So it's going to be good. It's got to be about 20 minutes long. Each talk has got to be about 20 minutes long. But I want to make a huge impact too, and I want to make sure that my personal life is wrapped up in it really, really well, with the best scenarios. Like, I have some good stories, but there are some stories that I haven't told that I know would work really, really well with those packages, right? Right. So I'm not really worried about anything. I think this next year, 2021, a lot of our lives are going to look a whole lot better, right? Whole lot better. The abundance is going to come to us. That settledness in our souls, that's going to come to us a little bit, right? Some of those worries that we burden ourselves with, those are going to let up a little bit. I think the next 26 years are going to be absolutely amazing. I think they're going to be, is it 26 or 28 years? 28 years. It's the next 28 years. I'm just trying. 28 and 28 is 56. Yes. So another 28 years. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really, really a good year. Everybody, I think we are almost there. We made it to 9:45 tonight, right? It's sleepy time. It's Christmas Eve, people. Tomorrow is Christmas Day. I hope everybody has the most amazing Christmas, right? I know it's a hard time, but sometimes all we can do is just be grateful. Just be grateful that in this moment, that everything is okay. And I want to let everybody know right now, in this moment, everything is more than okay. Okay, everybody. Merry Christmas. We'll see you on New Year's Eve, right? We'll do it again, New Year's Eve. And yeah, everybody, if you want to pop by and see me tomorrow morning, I'll be on Instagram. I'm going to be on Instagram numerous times. I do a live show here on YouTube every year. I think starting this year, I am going to do the same thing that I do here, but I can't go for a long here. I can do 12 hours. If I want to go 12 hours, if any of you guys ever want to do a 12-hour live show and hang out with me for 12 hours, let me know. If you want to do 12 hours on New Year's Eve, let me know, because we can do 12 hours on YouTube, but I can't do 12 hours on Instagram. So what I think I'll do is I'm going to do little 20-minute and half an hour posts on Instagram all day tomorrow, and just maybe think of things that I am grateful for, Should we do a little Christmas? No, we're not going to do no tarot, because this is Christ's Day. Even though Christmas is actually a pagan holiday, right? Christmas was just kind of melded in just so it fit well with that holiday. But yeah, everybody, we had the Star of Bethlehem 2 days ago. Did you guys know that we had Saturn and Jupiter and the sun line up, and yeah, we actually had the Star of Bethlehem for a couple of days. Supposedly you can still see it, but you have to catch it and you have to use like the binoculars and stuff now, right? Oh, Kim made it in too. Merry Christmas, Kim. We were just ending our live. But thank you so much for popping in, Kim. It's been a while. How's your health been doing? Has your health been doing good? I know you were recovering there for a little bit, but I hope you've been doing good. Nancy, I'm so glad that you got to have Christmas this year. I'm so grateful that you came in and joined us this year. And I'm glad that you got out a little bit today for Christmas Eve, right? Christmas isn't so bad. We love you, Nancy, right? We love all of you. And we love Andrew. And we love Owen, right? We love Melvin, and we love Robert, and we love Kathy, right? We love you all, right? Thank you so much, everybody, for popping into our lives. We'll see each other Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve. But in the meantime, Merry Christmas. And yeah, 2021 is going to be amazing. We'll see each other on New Year's Eve. Take care. Have a great night. Bye-bye.